Good day, RGV. Today on Valley por Vida, we're diving into so much. Now, we're going to be giving you the latest on movies to watch on the big screen or at home. We've got an exclusive sit-down with a Hollywood actor from the Mandalorian movie, plus an all-new fun facts about the film and its characters. Now, there's a lot going on, so don't go anywhere. Valley por Vida starts right now. Hi there, and thanks again for joining us today. I'm your host, Danielle Banda, and you better get ready because today we're starting off the show by introducing you to some new exciting films that'll soon be hitting the big screen, if not already, and this is your chance to get all the action-packed details in anticipation. So, first up, if you were a fan of the animated feature film Sing, like I was, then you'll definitely be excited to know that there's a sequel, and the animals are set out for more fun, more adventure, and of course, more music. Then there's the fourth Matrix movie to look forward to, and if you're a fan of Keanu Reeves, then you'll love him in The Matrix Resurrection. Now it's an all-new movie to add to the series, and of course it's better than ever before. Of course, we can't forget about The King's Man, set to take place during the First World War, and this is the prequel, so it's definitely a flick that you'll want to check out. But we've got Nexstar's Dean Richards standing by with all the juicy details that you'll need to know about all these three movies. So go ahead and check out today's Reels, Ratings, and Reviews segment.
The family film for the holiday break is the sequel to the 2016 hit Sing. Sing 2 follows the same formula of the first film as a bunch of ragtag singing animals work to put together a big-time musical extravaganza battling an evil wolf studio boss. It's a movie that's overflowing with superstar voices in its lead roles, like Matthew McConaughey, Scarlett Johansson, and Reese Witherspoon, with a fun story and plenty of great songs that kids and grown-ups will both enjoy. It's a Dean's List B+ in theaters only.
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams. Am I crazy? We don't use that word in here.
The first Matrix movie was mind-blowing with its revolutionary concepts and dazzling visual effects. But I always felt like the second and third Matrix movies took themselves way too seriously, creating meticulously over-layered concepts that were just plain hard to follow. But still, things were pretty much wrapped up 18 years ago for Neo and Trinity, Keanu Reeves, and Carrie-Anne Moss. Now the fourth in the series is out, The Matrix Resurrection, dabbling in nostalgia, but still digging into the complexity with concepts like simulation hypothesis to wrap your head around. That's too much work for the escape of a movie. Lawrence Fishburne has been replaced as Morpheus by Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, who does a nice impersonation, but leads me to another movie pet peeve. You have to have seen the other three Matrix movies to even begin to understand the characters and the mythology of Matrix Resurrection. A movie needs to stand on its own. Now, I will say that it's visually beautiful and it's fun to see Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss together again. But for me, the story just fell short and little of it connected. It's a Dean's List C in theaters and on HBO Max. I'm also not recommending the prequel to the popular spy spoofs, Kingsman: The Secret Service and Kingsman: The Golden Circle. The King's Man is the prequel, set during the First World War, that tries to explain how the crime fighters from the original movies came to be. The problem is this movie is much more somber and far less clever. Ralph Fiennes and Harris Dickinson star in this Dean's List C-.
Dreams that weren't just dreams. Am I crazy? We don't use that word in here.
Be sure to stick with us for more on the latest flicks to hit the big screen and your devices every weekday on Valley por Vida. And speaking of movies you may want to check out in the theater, if you're a fan of The Mandalorian, then you'll definitely be a fan of our first guest on the show. His name is Jake Cacanovale, and he's an actor from Hollywood who's got some pretty big roles to act out for viewers. Plus, he's in a band, an all-new band. So go ahead and check out his story.
Good morning, everybody watching. My name is Jake Cacanovale. Maybe you saw me in The Mandalorian or Nurse Jackie, or more realistically, serving you still or sparkling water at a restaurant. Right now, I don't know. I got a lot on my plate right now, actually. My band is having a very busy year. I sing, scream, whatever, in the New York-based grindcore band Vixen Maw. We are working on 3 different splits right now with bands ranging from New York to the UK to Florida. So got a lot going on that front. It's been a lot of writing and a lot of screaming the past couple of days. My neighbors love me. It's great. And other than that, I mean, you know, I'm sure there are a lot of other actors watching. It's just back to the grind, man. Just auditioning, you know, COVIDing, hanging out, doing what we do. That's it. I didn't even know that this was a thing, to be honest. This is an industry in and of itself. So when I found out, I was stoked because I get, you know, not to pat myself on the back, I get a lot of nice things on the internet sometimes, and I never really get to show my appreciation. So it's kind of cool that I can just like go to a place and, you know, take pictures, sign autographs, just say what's up. And to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. I've never really done an event like this before. The only signing I ever did, they mailed me a bunch of photos to just sign in my apartment. So, you know, but this time I can't do it in just like my underwear and a t-shirt. I gotta like, you know, wear pants and stuff. You know, that's definitely top 3 things I like to bring to people. But yeah, you know, it's such a humbling position, especially after the, you know, crazy year we've had, to remind everybody that, you know, there is still stuff to look forward to. And yeah, there are people that are, even the people that are doing the stuff that you love are still struggling and figuring all this out. It's just cool, man. It's cool. And of all the, you know, on a personal note, of all the things that I could be indulging in the nostalgia for, I'm just so glad it's freaking Star Wars. I mean, you know, I saw all the prequels in theaters. I know to some of the older Star Wars fans that doesn't mean much, but, you know, every generation's got their trilogy, and you know, of course, I pay my respects and all that, blah blah blah. But yeah, you know, I'm canon, and I get to show my love to the people. That's like the biggest thing I could ask for. It's huge. I'm very excited. Well, I'll tell you what, my the only social media I have right now is Instagram, because I'm already checking that too often. But it's Granddaddy Snake, GRAN Daddy Snake, one word, obviously. And yeah, again, like I have an account for my band Vixen Maw, VIXENMAW, also one word. We yeah, I mean, to be honest, like acting is, as anyone will tell you, a lot of this business as an actor is sort of just waiting. So right now I'm waiting to hear back on some stuff. As soon as I hear back and it's good, hopefully, and I can make word of that, I will make word of it. But until then,
Jake recently visited the Rio Grande Valley for some meet and greet events, so be sure to stay tuned to Valley por Vida, because we've got another exclusive sit down with him, hopefully planned for his next visit. And of course, you can always catch him online by following his IMDb page. I've actually never seen The Mandalorian, but it's such a popular film for people all over the world, so we thought it'd be super fun just to see how much that you know about it. All right, so according to mentalfloss.com, Baby Yoda is actually more real than we think. Apparently, Yoda is a puppet, or as the site says, more accurately, an animatronic creation operated by a team of puppeteers. It's very interesting the way that they can do that. Also, apparently, The Mandalorian cost $13 million get this now, per 30-minute episode. Wow. I mean, if there's been 16 total episodes released so far, as an example, then the average cost estimated would be $13 million for one season alone, which is pretty incredible. And did you know that two men doubled for Pedro Pascal on the film? According to the site, a stuntman and gun expert took care of specific scenes, but not necessarily all the hand-to-hand combat moments. And lastly, one more thing about our dear friend Baby Yoda. According to the site, he may look like he's a baby, but in actuality, Baby Yoda is nearing retirement. Can you believe that? The film's plot actually outlines that he's nearing 50 years old. So if you consider that the real Yoda lived to be 900 years old, then that's just a lot of math to work out in your own head. I'll let you figure that one out based off of what you've learned so far. All right, well, now that you're all caught up on the latest Mandalorian trivia, then it's time to take a commercial/weather break. But be sure to stay tuned because Valuable Vida is going to be right back. And we're going to have an all-new Student Spotlight segment, plus so much more to dissect after.